Wednesday premieres next Wednesday on Netflix, and the man who plays Gomez Addams in that show, Luis Guzman, here on the Rich Eisen Show again. Good to see you.
It's great to see you, brother.
Hey, man, when Tim Burton says, I want to do something with the Addams family, and you want to be Gomez Addams, and Catherine Zeta-Jones is Morticia, the answer is yes, right?
Oh, hard yes.
Fantastic. I mean, I watched the Addams Family growing up nonstop.
Oh, who didn't?
Right?
I mean, I watched the black and white version.
Yeah, John Astin played Gomez Addams.
I loved it.
Yeah, right.
And then when they did the movie, that was phenomenal. And here I am.
And now the TV show.
Yeah. Which is, like I said, it's one of those generational things.
Right.
You know? And it's a continuation, to me anyway, of a family legacy, which is what the Addams family is.
Right. And there you are, and Catherine Zeta-Jones plays Morticia Addams. Nice pinstripe suit, too, Luis. Come on, man. That's pretty sweet. Is that your own? You brought your own wardrobe to the equation right there?
No, I wasn't good enough to bring my own wardrobe, sorry. But we had an incredible team of costume designers and tailors. I mean, they built that suit for me.
And have you ever been in anything? I'm looking at your filmography. I'm thinking the answer is no, but I'll ask you anyway. With Tim Burton, is this the first time you ever worked with him?
No, it was first time. I was actually in Cardiff, Wales, and I got a phone call saying Tim Burton wants to speak to you. Tim Burton? Yeah. So we Zoomed the next day and said, hey, man, doing this thing about the Addams family. And I was like, oh, wow, cool. So, I don't know what's going to happen next. And he said, I'd love for you to play Gomez. And I go, for real?
You're right. You're right.
Really?
Yeah.
And I go, okay. All right, let's do it. And I got the script. I read it. The writing was incredible. The thing about this Addams family, it's not about slapstick. The writing is so good. It's so funny.
Yeah.
The delivery, and it makes it funny.
Yeah.
And that's really what sold me.
And then the history of the character, John Astin, Raul Julia, right?
Yes.
And Luis Guzman.
Yes, sir.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tim Burton's vision as well. I mean, is he on something? Or what do you think?
Oh man, he's on like some kind of creative juice all the time.
It's something, right?
Oh yeah, and look, it's Tim Burton has done some of the most iconic, out there, crazy ass, like what kind of movies?
Batman, the version of Batman.
2 of them.
Right, exactly.
Edward Scissorhands, which is something that he really wanted to do and he had to fight for.
Beetlejuice, right?
Beetlejuice.
I love that movie.
Like I say, he's a genius in his own right. And for him to be inviting to me, and he's really, really down to earth. I didn't know what to expect the first time that I met him.
Yeah.
It's one of the guys, man.
No kidding.
One of the guys.
Is he a Yankee fan too? Or no?
I didn't ask him that.
You never did? Because you're a Yankee fan, right?
I'm a Yankee fan all my life.
What'd you think of Judge this year?
Of who?
Aaron Judge this year.
Oh, Aaron Judge. Man, I'm really happy for him. He's good. He's really good.
Dude, man, the 60-something home runs this year was unbelievable.
And
just watching him.
I've met him a few times.
Okay.
Sweet, down to earth, really, really good human being.
And you met him, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. I hope he stays.
I think he is going to stay. He better stay. Because then, I got to go back into my old closet and get my pachanga wardrobe and roll up on him. I said, come here. We got to talk, buddy. But no, listen. He's a great athlete, but he's also a great human being. So
now, where are you from originally?
I was born in Puerto Rico. Grew up in New York City.
Where in New York City?
We lived in the 60s. It was great because in the 60s we lived in the West Village. And in 1970 we moved to the Lower East Side. And then in 1995,
yes,
I moved to Vermont, and I still live in Vermont.
Vermont.
Yeah.
Why'd you choose Vermont? Where did that come from?
Because I used to hang out in Vermont. It was a cool vibe up there. We had adopted 4 children, had one of our own. We had 5 kids. Didn't see these kids growing up in the city. You know, and we moved up to Vermont, and we had a farm, and you know, everybody learned how to ski and snowboard.
Sounds like a reality show.
Yeah. Well, actually, they tried to do a reality show
On the
about
Guzmans?
me, on the Guzman family. It just didn't pan out. You know, I just wanted to protect my family and our privacy.
Okay. You make your own like syrup up there? And
Maple
stuff
syrup. Matter of fact, we'll send you some maple syrup.
Yes.
Okay. And my daughter.
I don't mean to, I don't take that as a threat. I mean,
No,
I
are
want
you kidding me?
Okay.
You know, and my daughter Luna, she does honeybees. So yeah.
You're not doing that in the Lower East Side, are you?
No, we're not. I think, unfortunately, sometimes on the Lower East Side, we're dodging other things. But no, we'll send you guys some maple syrup.
Okay.
That's a promise.
I got to have it.
No, you will.
Okay, we're going to do that. I have here, sir, parts of your aspects of your career.
Okay.
We play this game with our celebrity guests every now and then. It's called Celebrity True or False. You need to tell me what's true and what is false.
Okay.
Okay, if we will do that. And we have some terrific production value to go with it. Please hit it.
Celebrity True or False.
You can't handle the truth.
All right, there you go. That's the production value right there. Luis Guzman, Celebrity True or False. True or false, you were once considered for the role of Willie Lopez in Ghost, and your resemblance to the man who got the job and Rick Aviles is so uncanny, people sometimes ask you why you killed Patrick Swayze's character. True or false?
That's both true and false.
Okay, what's the true part?
The true part, people really thought I was Willie.
Okay.
The false part is that they offered me the part.
You never had that part offered
I
to you?
never had that part. I never even auditioned. They never even saw me for it. To this day, you and I could be walking through an airport, through a mall, today, and why'd you kill Patrick Swayze? What was it like working with Whoopi? Honestly, if I got a nickel,
Get out of here.
since that began, I probably owned this studio, an island, and a couple of private planes. I swear.
So you've been in so many amazing movies, TV shows, and so many amazing projects, and you get recognized frequently for one that you were never in and never offered at all.
Right. Don't ask me how that happened. Listen, I was in Detroit one time,
Yes,
changing planes.
Yes.
90-year-old lady comes up to me. Oh my God, I love you in Ghost. I felt so bad. And I explained, no, that was someone else. Mm-hmm. And then she goes, so what might have I seen you in? And I go, did you ever see The Count of Monte Cristo? I said, I love that movie. That was such a great movie. I said, well, I was Jacopo. And then she goes, no, you wasn't in that. So it was from that moment on that I say, you know what? I'm always going to be the guy in Ghost. I mean, people, thank you.
Yes, you should say thanks, right?
That's it.
Move on.
That's it. Thank you. I loved you in Ghost. Hey, thanks.
It's interesting for the 90-year-old woman you chose Count of Monte Cristo. You didn't say Boogie Nights to her, huh?
No. Nah, that would have been a heart attack waiting to happen.
So that's my next one for you. Celebrity True or False with Luis Guzman. True or false, you were sent the script for Boogie Nights, but it sat in your office for 6 months until you uncovered it while you were cleaning up. Is that true or false?
That is true.
Get out of here.
Wow. That is true. Well, you know, I mean, I didn't know who Paul Thomas Anderson was, of course. You know, he was an up-and-coming filmmaker. And so, also, when you have 5 kids, and they were small at the time, they take up a lot. I put it in my office, and one day I'm cleaning it out, and I said, oh, man, I haven't read this guy's script. I sat down, I read it in one reading. I called them up. The first word dude, they're going to let you make this movie?
Yeah,
right. Because it was out there, you know, and we get into talking. I go, how old are you? And he mumbled something. I go, okay, you're 35. He said, no, I'm 25. I said, what? You know, because when I read it, he captured that era so well.
Oh, my God, did he? That movie, for me, Luis, is what I call a remote drop. It doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. I have to just finish it.
Oh, yeah.
No matter where I'm picking it up. It is an opus. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
That amazing. What was it like on the set? Did you feel it on the set that this was a movie like that?
You know, I knew anyway that I was working on something really special because, you know, you looked at the cast of that movie. But the moment that I said to myself, wow, was the opening shot of that movie. We rehearsed it the night before, didn't shoot anything.
Right.
Got a guy coming off a crane, running down the street with a Steadicam, following Burt Reynolds, Julian Moore, myself into the club. We rehearsed that the whole first night. Then the second night, we rehearsed half the night. I don't think we got the first shot off till like 2, 3 in the morning. And I think we did maybe 6, 7 takes.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. It was at that moment I said, wow, man, this guy has an incredible vision. But you know what? Credit to Paul, man. He's a wonderful, wonderful, great writer. And a great director too, man. I mean, you know, just to have that type of shot done.
Yeah, right.
And then he did the same thing in Magnolia.
Yeah.
You know, going through the studio to the elevator, back up, back down, and stuff like that.
It's old school. It really is old school.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I believe he still shoots film. Not too many directors do that.
Do you got a good Burt Reynolds story that you can share?
Okay, Burt, rest in peace. This is the story. So Mark used to kind of try to bribe me into pulling his wig off.
Wahlberg pulling Burt Reynolds' wig off.
Like me.
Yes.
Like
yes, you would be the
you
one.
know.
Okay.
And he said he won't hit you, Lou. He won't hit you. And it's like I came this close a couple times, never did it. Never. No, I couldn't do it. Oh no. $1,000 couldn't get me to do it.
That's how much. How is he bribing you? With
That's
money?
how much was on the table, plus maybe 3-4 pairs of sneakers.
That would have did it for me.
But Mark back in those days had like 300 pairs of sneakers, and we both wore the same size. So
Wahlberg offered you $1,000
Yeah.
and some of his sneakers
Yes.
to pull Burt Reynolds' wig off.
and I was like, nah.
But you entertained it.
And I would walk behind Burt and make it like I was like, nah. Wow. But you know, Burt, to his credit, Burt showed me like a lot of love, you know, and I show the respect back.
Luis Guzman here on the Rich Eisen Show. A couple more for you here. Celebrity True or False, Luis. In Carlito's Way, Pachanga's lines were originally written in phonetically spelled, heavy accented slang that offended some of the crew members of Latino descent, so the lines were rewritten in standard English, and you were directed to improvise some slang. Is that true or false on that front?
Yeah, I improvised everything, and I improved everything. And one of the lines that I did was we were doing ADR, and Brian De Palma, who directed it.
Incredible directors
He
you
needed.
worked with.
He said, "Can you say something here?" And it's like it's the scene where Carlito's dying, and this is after he'd been shot by Benny Blanco, and I looked at him and I dropped in the line says, "It bees that way sometimes," but that was a real thing that we used to say in the neighborhood, that the older guys would say. You know, if you complain about something, they would look at you and say, "It bees that way." So yeah. But you know,
that was improvised from your upbringing. You brought it to the table.
I did. That was Luis Guzman, courtesy of the great poet writer that I grew up with in the neighborhood named T.C. Garcia.
Damn, you got a good Pacino story for me.
A good Pacino story. Yeah. So one day, you know, we're doing that scene when Viggo Mortensen rose into the office, and so I had to go from upstairs. Oh no, I had something. It was seen that I was downstairs. The camera starts on me,
Yeah.
and then Al's in the office. He walks out. He's coming down the stairs. I'm running up the stairs, and it's total darkness. You can't see anything. So I think on the second take, so the first time some guy walks by me, I made up. Second time, the guy's in my way. And I grab him and I push him to the side and said, get the hell out of my way. I got to get up there. I did not realize that was Al. That was Al. I was like, get out of my way, dude. Gotta hit my mark. And then Al goes, okay, I'm not going to get in your way this time. So what are you talking about? That was me. Almost took out. That really happened, you know? Yeah. And I got to tell you, when you remember that scene when he pulled the wire on Vigo,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm standing outside the office, you know, waiting for my cue to come in. Vigo was so real in that, like I was really feeling bad for this guy, and I'm listening to this, and all of a sudden it's like, Lou, snap back into it. They get in character. You gotta. I almost forgot my cue
No kidding.
because I was feeling so bad about this guy talking about, you know, he got to pee into a bag, you know, he can't
walk, he can't hump.
Am I allowed to say this? He can't get it up anymore. All these things, you know, and it's like, and I'm outside the door. Damn, man, it's bad for this guy, man. It's bad. Oh, and I gotta come in, and then I gotta come in, and Carlito tells me, "Yo, he's got a why?" And I pull out my Glock, my gun, and say, "Oh, let's take him out right now." So, you know, and that's when So.
Love
Yeah.
it. That's so great. Last one here, I know is true, but I'm going to ask it anyway because I think you told it the last time you were here, and this is a new audience for us here on the Roku channel. True or false, Luis Guzman, you still have the prop head used in the car explosion in traffic, and you will drive around with it in the passenger seat to freak people out. Look at that photograph. There it is.
Oh yeah,
That's true. So
yes, very true. Very true. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll be in town, and I'm like arguing with it, and people like will do like a double take, and I'll be don't get involved. I got this, I'll be saying, don't you dare talk back to me. Don't. What you said? What? Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? You're gonna pack up your stuff tonight, and I'm gonna drop you off at the bus stop. And please, ma'am, don't get involved. I got this. This family here. You know? Yeah, but I do drive around with that.
to get into the the diamond lane, so you can use. You got two people in the car.
No, we don't have to worry about that in Vermont.
No. But so you do that in Vermont, is what you're saying? You're
Yeah,
driving around in
yeah,
Vermont.
Yeah.
My gosh, there's no carpool lane in Vermont. Is that
No,
what you're
not
saying?
that I know of.
Did Soderbergh give it to you, or did you ask for it? How'd you get
I think it was both because you know what happened was they had that one in case they didn't grab it, you know, on the first take.
Sure.
They got everything and it showed up. It's still in my closet, you know. It's still in my closet. I look at it once in a while. I take it out, comb the hair a little bit, you know, do the mustache.
You gotta maintain.
Yeah. You know,
maintain.
put a little makeup on it, you know,
Fantastic.
stuff like that.
Fantastic. Again, I mean, just think about it. I'm asking you about Paul Thomas Anderson, Brian De Palma, Soderbergh, Tim Burton, your current
Pacino.
project, Pacino, Burt Reynolds. My God. And then the most you get pegged is for a movie you were in.
Yeah. I'm telling
You
you.
were not, by the way,
Well,
so everybody, this man was not in Ghost. Just back off Luis Guzman when you meet him.
And if
Okay?
you ask me if I was in Ghost, have a nickel ready, please. Have a nickel. At least a nickel.
Have a nickel. Oh my gosh. Wednesday premieres next week on Wednesday, November 23rd, only on Netflix. Gomez Addams is the role played by Luis Guzman. A delight, sir. Hopefully it will not be another 6 years till I see you next
For
time.
sure. And thank you for
Anytime.
being the best dad ever.
You know what? I know we're in a battle royale for that title.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you letting me have it
Right
for at least
on.
this moment. I appreciate it.
And thank you for having me, bro.
Anytime, you know that. A huge fan of
you're
every.
wonderful.
You right back at you. Luis Guzman here at Louis from the Hood on Instagram. Check him out right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Look at that. I love it. At least you buckle your head in.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.